What's up guys, the Mexican Nerd here, and today I'm going to review my ASUS VE248H LED monitor. It's a 24-inch LED display, and you guys have been asking for a review for this for a long time now, and I'm barely getting around to doing it. But what I'm going to do is just go over the design, and then after that I'm going to show a lot of gameplay for my Xbox and PS3 games, and then I'll tell you guys if I like the monitor or not. And then I'll show you some of the biggest flaws of it, which I know some of you guys are not going to like, but yeah, so let's get into it now. Alright, so it's a 24-inch LED monitor, matte screen, has the ASUS logo on the bottom and the round stand, and this HDMI is stuck on here. I could take out this little Energy Star sticker if I wanted to, but I just haven't. And on the back, it might be a little dusty, I don't know. It has ASUS, and then it has these little plugs that go in for the base mounts. There we go, look, that one came out, and you could just screw in the mount here so you can mount it onto the wall. And on the stand here it has this little circle, or not circle, this little cutout, this hole, so once you have all your cables connected into here, you could run them through here and just go straight down to the back of your desk. And over here it has a little Kensington lock hole, and on the bottom it has the power over here, then it has audio in and out. The out is for your headphones or whatever you have, HDMI, DVI, and VGA. And the way I got this set up is I got the DVI for my monitor, for my computer, and I got the HDMI running to my Xbox, so I could just switch the inputs and I could play my Xbox or go on the computer, whatever I want. And that's the basic design of the monitor. Over here we have all the buttons. We got the power, the input button, the brightness, the menu, the volume, and the volume and the brightness button are to navigate through the menus, which it was a little hard at first, but I got used to the navigation after, like, I don't know, 10 minutes. And to calibrate the monitor it took me about 15 minutes, but once I spent the time calibrating it, it came out to colors that I really liked. And this button, I'm not sure what it does. I think it's just to exit the menus, and that's about it. Alright, so what I spent most of my time doing on these monitors is, sorry about that, I surf the web. Of course I go on YouTube, stuff like that, but most of the time I'm editing video, watching movies, or playing my Xbox or PS3 on here. And for those three things I never notice any problems at all. But once I get into going on the internet or typing up something in Word or the document or something like that, and I start moving around the window, you do notice ghosting. I didn't notice it at first. I mean, somebody had to write me a message on Twitter, not on Twitter, on YouTube, and they asked me, does your monitor have ghosting? And then I checked and it did. But I didn't notice it at first. I had to look for it, and then once I found it, I always saw it. It was kind of annoying at first, but I got used to it. When I'm on, like I said, when I'm on web pages or typing something up, you do notice it a little bit, a very little bit. But when you're on video, when you're editing video, watching movies or playing games, I never noticed it at all. I tried to find it, couldn't find it, didn't notice any problems with that. But I'm going to show you examples right now. I probably already have, of the ghosting, and I tried the same things that I did on my monitor, on my MacBook Pro's monitor, and that has no ghosting at all. But these monitors do. So if you guys wondered if it had ghosting, yeah, it does. I saw some videos on YouTube of people complaining about it, and they were right. And I have two monitors. I don't know if I could, let me show you guys. I have two monitors. I have the same exact monitor, and I have a two monitor setup, and on both of them you notice the ghosting. And yeah, it kind of bugs me a little bit, but I mean, it's a $200 monitor, 1080p each, LED, and for most, like 90% of the time I'm working with video or watching movies or stuff like that, so it doesn't bug me, but I could see how it could bug some people. So if you guys are really you guys really don't want ghosting, then this probably isn't the greatest monitor to choose, because it does have ghosting problems. And that's the main problem that I found with this monitor. The other problems that I found is that the speakers that are built in, they're stereo speakers. They're not that great. They're alright for the most part, but they're not that great. Even at max volume you can barely hear them, and it just sounds kind of crappy. Showed you guys all these gameplay videos. The gaming looks fine on it. The videos look great. I can't show you guys any movies because of copyrights or whatever, but the videos look great when I'm editing in Final Cut Pro 10 or an iMovie. Everything looks fine. I don't notice any ghosting or anything like that. I just notice it when I have letters on like white background and they're moving around. Then you really notice it a lot. And I do notice it on both monitors, so it must be all the ASUS VE248H monitors that have that problem. Oh, and I almost forgot about one other problem that these monitors have is the viewing angle. I'll show some examples right now. When you start walking around and moving mostly up and down, you see that the monitor changes brightness and color a little bit, and that kind of sucks. But for the most part, I'm using my monitors while I'm sitting down on my desk and I don't ever notice that problem. But if you're gonna have to use it while you're walking around or moving around it a lot, you will see that problem. So I have two of these monitors because I thought it was a pretty good value. $200, 1080p, matte display, LED, everything that I wanted. But it does have those issues. But like I said, 90% of the time I don't see the problems, so it doesn't bother me. But I hope that you guys can see my examples and figure out if you would be bothered by those problems or not. I'm pretty sure that a lot of you guys are going to hate the ghosting, so you probably won't want this monitor, which I understand is cool. But for me, I really like it. I never notice it in my gaming, never in my videos, nothing like that. And the viewing angle, I'm always at my desk. I don't see it. I'm not walking around my desk, so I don't see the viewing angle problems. And the speakers, the built-in speakers, that does kind of suck, but I'm probably going to buy some speakers for my desk. So yeah, that was my video review of the monitors. Hope you guys liked it. I know it took a while, but I've been having problems with my computer. I ran out of memory and all this stuff. So if you guys have any more questions, I hope I covered everything. But if you have any more questions, please leave it down in the comments and I'll answer them. And if you guys haven't subscribed, please subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.